How you doing, guys? This is Eric from RuleTheWasteland.com. As you've probably noticed in today's political climate, not even just in terms of politics, but just everyday life, dealing with other people, there is a huge culture of just victimhood, offense, and censorship. And I'm not even talking about government censorship, but just people all around us censoring ourselves. All this lateral policing of what constitutes hate speech or proper thought or being politically incorrect. And it's crippling just discourse in this country. Is crippling the everyday person's ability to not only speak their mind, but speak the truth about any given situation. It's becoming particularly rampant in college campuses and stuff, where you see these idea of safe spaces and just hate speech and microaggressions and all this other nonsense. And when you think about, these are the people that are going to be in leadership positions, at least some of them, over the next few years or decades, it definitely can be a frightening thing. And there is no doubt that there is a culture war going on right now in this country. It's reached a fever pitch over the last 2 probably years, maybe 5, and where it's really been ramped up, and it's getting to the point where you can no longer just sit on the sidelines, because these crazy people, the social justice warriors, are going to make you choose a side. It's no longer about, if you don't say anything bad, they are going to leave you alone. They don't leave anyone alone. And you really need to pick a side. You're either for the social justice warriors and their assault on reality and free speech, or you're going to have to start actively fighting against them, because right now, the culture war is happening, but they're the only ones who are showing up. So it's time for us to show up, and one of the things that you can do is to fight back in the media. They have so far been, like I said, they're the only ones showing up for the culture war when it comes to the media, making documentaries, making TV shows, putting that stuff out there. People who disagree with all that kind of nonsense and that kind of mindset typically have just been ignoring them, because when you're dealing with someone like that, there's no way to convince them of anything, so it's usually easier just to ignore them. But that's costing us when it comes to the overall culture war, because they're the only ones putting all the stuff out there, so now the societal programming is skewed towards their way of thinking, so it's time to fight back. And I think one of the best ways to do that, or at least something that you can do, is a Kickstarter campaign for a documentary film that's being produced by Mike Cernovich of Danger and Play, and that is called Silence, and I'll put the link in the description box below this. I'm contributing. I don't get anything out of promoting this. They didn't ask me to promote this, but this is something that you can do when, if 10, 15 years from now, if you look back and say, what did I do to help prevent this, or what did I do to fix this, if we have hopefully fixed the problem by then. And if you can't look back and say, I even donated $10 to some Kickstarter campaign to help fight the culture war in the media, then you really haven't done much of anything, have you? I mean, what else? How could you even do less than that, really? And just thinking about it and agreeing that it's bad is not going to cut it at this point. You have to actually do something. And so this could be something that could help at least get it out there, let people know what's going on who are just oblivious, let people know who are on the fence that there's other people who think like them, that they're not just hiding alone in the shadows and things like that, being yelled at by the crazies. So check it out. I encourage you guys to donate just the minimum, because what he's trying to do right now is get to a specific number. He's got enough money. He's making the movie either way, financing it himself if he has to. And he was doing the Kickstarter not just to raise money, but more importantly to show that there is actually a lot of people who want to watch this movie, so that when he goes to submit it to film festivals and try to get it on Netflix through distributors and things like that and get showings for it, that you'll be able to show that we have this evidence that there are people interested in this film. So it's actually more important at this point to get more numbers of contributors than it is to get more money. So it would be better to get as many people as possible. He's trying to get to 500 contributors. He's over 250 right now, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't checked it in the last day or so. So I definitely encourage you guys to go check that out. Just give the minimum. It doesn't matter. Just something to bump the number of contributors up. Like I said, I will be contributing, and hopefully we can win this war against reality and free speech. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later.